Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Agatha. My student number is 2024-31002. And today I would like to talk about the report that was given to me about the responsive web design and the JavaScript. So without further ado, let's begin. So in here we have the standard for the head for the page. This is going to be for the title of the page, and this is going to be referring to the style.css that we should get here. And which we can continue to the header. Header is using div class and container. It's having the h1 for header one uh, for this Laporan practicum, and this header 2 for my name, and this student number, and this button to go mode button to connect to the JavaScript. Here for the main class, here the content wrapper that have a class section. It's going to be putting all this into a different section on the wrapper, so it have a little bit space and gap in this, so we could style it on the CSS, of course. And it have hold on, to go content here in the H3 here, to go content. So when this was clicked, it will react with the JavaScript to hide the script into the when we click it, it's going to ask and then hide everything. This sidebar image is image in here. Go here. It's just a random image to put in the, and this is JavaScript. And for style CSS here we have the body. Of course, the main body of all of the page in here. We got the color here for the text and the background color and this font and this line height, margin, padding, and background color here. For the container, is max width is 200 pixel, margin auto, and overflow hidden is for all the container of the outside here. These are the headers, so this text line will be center, so it won't go to the left or to the right. It will on the center. And the bottom margin bottom is 2, so it will have a little bit distance between the set Laporan practicum and the my name and student number. Here the H1, the header 1, it should be blue. The header 2 it should be gray, and the header 3 blue. Cursor pointer for the bottom position for bottom and this hovers this section. This for the toggle button. So it have the padding, the background, and the other. But in here you can see when it's hover, it scales. So when I'm gonna show you later. So when it's hover, the button gonna be a little bit larger, and then going back normal when I'm not hover over on the top of it. This for the flex box on the main wrapper. This content wrapper here, main content, sidebar image, and this for the messy mode. The messy mode section is for the colors, the size, and it's better explain when I'm showing later. Is for the JavaScript here. It's the add listener documents, the content toggler, add event listener to when click on this is going to be showing the content, and if the content was shown, we could ask if we're going to hide it, and if we say yes, it's gonna display none. So what when it's blocked, when it's hidden, when the content display is none, when we click it, it's gonna ask if we want to show the content, and if we want it, if we say yes, it's going to show. So you're gonna of this up here and click is match and Dutch count. It's my idea to put it so when people on the messy mode and want to return to the normal mode, it will have a little bit difficulties. So yeah, like that. I could random this and like put it on 8, this on 8 too. I'm gonna show you later why do I do that. And this is for the it's going to change, it's connected to the CSS to change the messy mode. It will change the text on the box to ubah mode rapi, and this static and this style position transform and the text content will be returned back to the normal when we on the tidy mode. It will be like this. This is going to be activated when it's on the tidy mode, and this will be activated when it's on the messy mode. And maybe without further ado, let me just explain using the web. So here we have the web. So when I click this, it's going to say like, you want to hide this content. And if we say okay, it's going to hide. And if we say we click it again, it's gonna ask if we want to show it. So when we press OK, it will be show, and we could change this into the messy mode, as you could see here. It's all very messy, like this very big, this very small. We could not read this if we want to zoom. It look like a scam website or something like that. So when we click this, it's going to be moved around for a while like that, and gonna change again. But we could change it to a bit more annoying by, you know, maybe changing the count from 3 into, like, 9. We could control save this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still. That's my VS Code actually. Oh wait, it's work. Look, it's moving around. It's getting like that. It's just for fun, okay? I think that should be putting all the explanation on my uh, code. I mean, here we have this question like asking why we use CSS and JavaScript on web programming modern, because cascading style sheet is used to, how do I say it? To put the view and the page layout with the color, font, and the element. Without the CSS, web will be just plain text with the white background, and the JavaScript is the programming language that could make the web more interactive like this. So, explaining the concept and the main purpose of the responsive web design. For this, in this explanation here, actually just my explanation, and I'm just going to put it a little bit simpler. So responsive web design, it's the one that we use in every website, on the phone, on the tablet, on the computer. So when the website was not responsive, we putting a risk that some people cannot access it and cannot use the full feature of our website. So with the responsive web design, let's just say it could reach a lot more people than we expected. How the combination of CSS, JavaScript, and the responsive web design could create a web look that was very interactive and adaptive. With these three uh, perfecting one another, where by the end with the CSS many queries, it built a foundation for the layout for this flexible and adaptive for every single uh, monitor size. CSS make everything looks beautiful on the visual, and the JavaScript add uh, a layer of interactivity to the website, like a navigate button and the small hidden section and other polish form and even more. I mean, this is the front end of the website which we're talking about. So yeah, I think that should be all that we're gonna talking about. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is David Agatha, and peace out.